What did being 30 years old make you realize? I had more appointment confirmation texts than texts from friends. That your 30s can sometimes be just the beginning of your life. More significant things have happened to me since I turned 33 now than the rest of my adult life. That you never really feel like an adult. Most adults feel like they're just faking adulting, too. The human body is incredibly resilient, but it remembers what I did to it in my 20s and now it's out for revenge. The strongest power I have is my absence. I can literally just leave. Don't like how someone is treating me? I can just go home. Don't like the atmosphere? I can just walk out. My dad is treating me like shit? Don't have to contact him ever again. I have an awesome family with my partner and baby. My life is low stress. And I have super chill friends. I feel super fulfilled in life. That took a lot of leaving people that weren't good for me. My back hurt. It made getting older sexy. I don't look at 20-year-olds anymore because they are not appealing to me. I appreciate the slight grays. The subtle laugh lines. You can tell who took care of themselves and stopped binging like from their 20s. Maturity is a fine wine. Getting blackout hammered isn't all that fun. Life is short. I cared way too much about irrelevant things, people. Glad my mom showed me how to keep my teeth clean. It's better to have one good friend than many friends. A good partner is indeed your best friend, and compromises are key to a strong relationship. Many people are not aware of their mental health issues and they think their struggles is the fault of others. Condoms are much better than chlamydia. When you hit 16, you realize all the stuff that was important as a child was bullshit. When you hit 21, you realize all the stuff that was important as a teenager was bullshit. When you hit 30, you realize all the stuff that was important to someone in their 20s was bullshit. When I turned 30, I began to appreciate that my life has a finish line. A few years later, I quit my law practice and became a boat captain. A year after that, my little girl was diagnosed with autism. And now at 36, I actually have time to give her what she needs. And to be a daddy. Paying attention to my gut and disregarding the ever-present scream of hustle culture was one of the best decisions I've made. 30 ain't shit. Getting plastic surgery was stupid as hell and my body was fine before. That was the age when I started ending every day dead tired. I realized that the days of staying up late all the time were over. That the demons from what I did in my 20s have come to collect. Lol. How little people actually care about you unless you're of use to them, like in the form of people pleasing and giving. You really have to learn to look out for yourself and figure out who is genuine or not. As an empath and overthinking and sensitive person, it took me 30 years to realize not everyone was thinking about me as much as I was thinking about them. That I'll likely stay single forever and die alone. Women without kids are super rare once you're past 30. I'm 39 and feelin' fine. I eat ice cream and cookies every day because I'm an adult and nobody can stop me. Hangovers get 100x worse. Body doesn't heal as fast as it used to. Metabolism catches up. Your diet is very important. Buying household items like microwaves, sofas, beds, etc. is actually fun. Your biological clock is slowly ticking away. That life is very short. Lost both parents in the year leading up to my birthday. Time to get going and live the life you want to live. The clock never stops ticking. That I'm too old to be doing dumb shit. I spent my 20s drunk and shitty, and decided that I don't want to waste the rest of my life that way. I'm almost 32 now, and will be celebrating 2 months Cali sober on November 4th. Turning 30 was great. Like all the weird, messy, insecurity-fueled experiences of my 20s fell into place and I could just be comfortable as myself. It felt like I'd finally aged into my personality. Younger me might have been more memorable to the people around him. But current-day me is definitely the best version of myself yet. I don't care about the opinions of other people nearly at all now. It feels like a switch flipped. I went from caring how others perceived me to wearing the wackiest shit in public. Love this for me. Go to therapy. It will save you a lot of years of repressing your emotions and unhealthy coping mechanisms. That these age milestones feel incredibly arbitrary when you hit them. I'm 37 and still wasting my life in the same ways I was at the tail end of my 20s. That adults are just a bunch of kids in grown bodies. I'm too old to put up with other people's shit. Half of my life is over and I achieved nothing. I was awful to my body and couldn't continue living that way. Started working out consistently 2-4x per week. Started eating more fruits, veggies and protein and haven't had a cig in 4 years. Honestly, feel 18 again. At 30 I realized coming home from a long day's work to a quiet house, a pizza, and a blunt was more fulfilling than any relationship or hobby or event I'd ever participated in. The Ninja Turtles had it right. That I wasn't going to be successful, that I wasn't going to be rich, that I wasn't going to be married, that I was probably going to end up dying alone. Believe it or not, I'm cool with that. Now 63. Studio apt. Life's fucking short. Food, exercise, vitamins, skincare, and you'll still look early mid-20s. Thumbs up. That unless I made some changes, shit wasn't gonna just change for me. That if I at best AVG person have 35 more to live, I wasted the first 30. And that I'll prob die single and alone. And I'll prob waste the last 30 and the last 5 regret posting this and fulfilling being single and alone. Love it when 30-year-olds think they're old. Good times. That even though I thought I knew everything at 20, I knew fuck all. At 40 you realize that 30-year-old you was still pretty naive but nowhere near as big a chasm as there was between 20 and 30. Nobody is coming to save me. I can't remember exactly when I realized how much changes in 5 years. It's completely shifted my mindset about my ability to change my current situation. 5 years ago I didn't have a child and was in a completely different job in a different industry, with a worse salary. 5 years before that I hadn't even met my wife. 5 years before that I hadn't graduated college. There's a lot more nuance in there if I really dig in, but it's crazy how much life changes. Hopefully for the every 5 years if you actually take a minute to look back. I feel like a child with authority, not sure it's a good idea. And still surprise me when people takes my opinions. When I was a kid I assumed people in their 30s were accomplished adults who have their act together. Now I'm 40 and realize no one knows shit about dick. Premature ejaculations are more common than we think. That my wife is right. I'm an idiot rolling on the floor laughing. Deadlines come but it's not the end of the world. That the 18-year-old versions of ourselves were dumb as F. You start to get to know yourself truly after 30. There is nothing new under the sun and I am not going to change anything. There are maybe some people that find me attractive, and if not, I don't really care. Some of us were just accidents of the universe. That my twerking days are over. Tried to show my daughter how I used to dance in the club. My back said not today, not ever. Wow, I'm still young as fuck.